I can't wait to introduce you to our next guest, who is taking the music industry by storm with his 2023 album, Angel Face. Take a listen. Now, that was definitely a tease, if ever there was one, obviously. As you're just off your North American leg of your tour, Stephen Sanchez, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Listen, first of all, I have to say it is a pleasure meeting you and hearing you more than anything. But you are 21 years old.
21.
21, right? And you have this voice that seems to be a little bit older than what I would expect your age is.
Yeah.
Where does this come from?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I grew up loving music, as a lot of folks grew up loving music, but for me it was something I always wanted to try and make into a career, but I didn't really know how, and now some years later it worked out.
I feel like from your style, seeing you in front of me, your shoes even, to your dressing, but also to your music, listening to you, it's very clear that I feel like you get some inspiration. You draw a lot of inspiration from music of the 50s and 60s.
Totally.
How is that even possible? Because I would imagine most 21-year-olds are not listening to music from the 50s and 60s.
I had good folks who listened to good music. Which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandparents, they introduced me to vinyl, and then, folks that I went to school with that also loved that music connected me with more of that music, and I'm just grateful for the people in my life who actually have good taste, So.
Is there something special about it that makes you feel like you connect more to that genre or that time frame than maybe what we're hearing a little bit of right now?
I think just back then it was so simple. I mean, they talked about love and heartache and, the trials and tribulations of your life. And I think now it feels like it's more only ever talking about the heartbreak of your life. It feels like 20-year-olds that are making music and people who are older, they make a lot of... It's always just sad.
I love your social media. I'm a big Instagram fan, and so I was watching a lot of your social media. One of the videos that really kind of just made me smile big was your reaction video to when Priscilla Presley is watching your performance.
Yeah.
And it's very clear, right, that your performance does emulate a little bit of Elvis.
Sure.
Is that by intention?
I don't know. I feel like it's like... we do the same thing, but he works, uptown and I work downtown, kind of thing. Like it's, I wouldn't say that I'm trying to be Elvis or, someone might say, oh, this is like a novelty act, or you're just like Elvis. But it's like, I feel like maybe if you come and see our show, I move around a little bit more, No,
I've seen it. I've seen it.
There's a lot more going on than just,
hip shaking.
Hip shaking, like I could be just Elvis Pelvis, but it's just. I think the troubadour and like the Mooncrest is so much more than that, and it is definitely its own thing, and it's honestly like an homage to a lot of different artists that I grew up listening to and was inspired from, and I think that's how 90% of artists formulate their projects, is from inspiration, and they kind of find their own way of doing it.
Your song "Until I Found You" took off on social media, especially TikTok, of course. Yeah. Is the ability to be able to clip these songs and then use them, the way a lot of your fans have, do you keep that in mind when you're writing? Like, wow, this could be really cool if somebody took it and then added it to their own life and their own emotion and their own world.
I don't know, like, I think a lot of the time, like, when it comes to writing songs, I think I'm only ever really doing it for me, I think. 'Cause I mean, there's definitely the thought, like, oh, if I write this, like, with Until I Found You, there was never a sense of, like, I'm going to write this and, like, now people are going to connect with it in this way. I think with this record, it's the same. I'm never trying to tell anybody how to be or how to feel or and I don't think any songwriter is. I think the beautiful thing about music is that you make it because it satisfies something in yourself, and then there's a beauty in the fact that other people are able to connect with it just because they're also humans.
Stephen Sanchez, thank you so much for joining us. You can stream Angel Face on your favorite platform.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.